Right?
Okay, cool. So we're live now. Um, no, because it always happens where it starts on the other thing, and it just plays my voice. I'm trying to prevent that, but looks like it's not gonna happen. Anyways, um, got One Piece Nation, Master J202, you Froob, and what's that picture? What is that?
I was trying to tell you earlier. You should probably look at that first.
We got Ashra in here with another furry pic.
Another
But we're
fetish.
still in Zoe. We're still in Zoe, man. So what the fuck?
I suppose. Bro.
I hear you, right, YOLO?
I suppose, man. So, One Piece 814. What do you guys think about it?
11 out of 10.
I got a lot of feels like past and present, man.
I don't know what that means. Explain.
Well, basically, as a kid, I used to watch these old cartoons, and I kind of see that Oda is bringing that in this chapter. Like you see Nekomamushi, like he's bathing. He looks like he's bathing in some kind of soup or lasagna, and then he says, "I like lasagna."
Garfield.
Yeah, he's like Garfield. I'm like fucking Garfield, man.
I mean, Oda does
I'm
draw
not gonna lie.
inspiration
This
from a lot of-
chapter was actually hilarious. I laughed pretty hard when I was reading
Yeah.
through it.
The thing that made me laugh was Takamamushi.
Go ahead.
That got me.
He was like in the middle, like everyone thought Nekomamushi was gonna be like some hard ass, which he kind of
that's
is,
the thing,
but
yeah. I thought he was a hard ass. And you threw the yarn ball and the fucking catnip shit. Like,
Is he just different at night? Do you guys think that?
no, I think it's his personality, man.
no, he's just literally like an actual cat. Like he was just like in the middle of a conversation, and then he sees something he likes, and he just runs away. Like,
Yeah, he's like, ball.
go, Kate. Hey, catnip. Hey, yarn.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me a bit of Zoro's Zoro's personality, where when he gets so wounded, the Chopper fixes him up, and Zoro decides to take off the bandages. And Nekomamushi's like, "No, yo, man, I want to go, I want to walk, I want to shit." Like, no, don't move, you're gonna bleed out. And he starts bleeding out.
I mean, he's just real macho, you know? That's
Yeah.
how he is. I mean, the thing is, though, let's just get to it. The Vinsmoke family is a family of assassins. Now, I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah,
Oda
what I really think of that
Oda
is-
must have been a fan of Hunter x Hunter, man.
Our theory's already shit on like that just a week after we put it out.
I was already thinking about that Hunter x Hunter thing, man.
Yeah, hashtag Sanji Zoldyck.
Yeah, I really like Hunter x Hunter, and I made that comparison.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, but
You know, I find it weird. I find it like Oda kind of making it too obvious. I feel like it's gonna be something very different from what's in Hunter x Hunter. He's making the comparison obvious, like too obvious.
is hockey like Nen or no?
Why? Wait, I don't understand what do you mean he's making it too obvious. Just because it's a
I
family
think
of
making it
assassins.
clear as day. It's like like the comparison between this situation and Killua from Hunter x Hunter.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean,
Both were run away from a family of assassins. Like that's literally be a that same basis for their backstory.
I don't know if it's that. It was. I don't think it was that obvious because nobody really.
No, but
Yeah.
I mean, like the fact that it's there, like it's clear as day where he got the idea.
I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of cliche stuff like that people put in their stories. I don't think that this one's any different.
I mean, it does back up the fact with Killer being, his brother.
Yeah, it does, dude.
Yeah.
Killer,
We
assassin,
don't
kill
know,
people.
man. We don't know.
I mean, it would make a lot of sense if he's from some weird family because like of his weapons. Like we've never seen anyone like that. It
Yep.
would make sense if they were from like a family that had like some type of specific fighting style.
And that's why I think that Hakuba is also his or Cavendish is also his brother because Hakuba's like an
And I
assassin.
also still think that the Gurusei is a brother because if they're the big fish in the underworld, they're gonna have a representative in the Gurusei.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
How many of you guys found funny that every time Luffy got mad when he was riding the crocodile, he was smashing it over and over?
Yeah, I love
And
that.
the crocodile is fucking pissed, but to me, there's an error in that panel where Oda should have just put the crocodile just chomping on Luffy's arm.
why is
I
that?
better question how the crocodile didn't die when being hit repeatedly by Luffy.
This is such a random.
It wasn't a hilarious chapter, but it's just I don't know. Am I the only one that felt that Zoro was acting kind of weird this chapter?
No, he's acting like usual, man. 'Cause Zoro's not
I
like-
thought it was very in character, honestly.
No, okay, Zoro, Nami, and Brook were the three strangest characters right now. Because it's obvious that Nami has some sort of feelings that she's not revealing, and Brook has some, information.
for Sanji,
That or we're still in flashback mode and we're still missing something.
we're done
We're done what?
with the flashback.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Brooke obviously knows something. I have an idea about what Brooke knows now. I think. But yeah, I think Brooke knows something. I don't know. I think him and Sanji may have to have like a discussion when Sanji gets back. But it's one of those things where I don't know. Was Sanji being abused? Was he being put through like strict training? But it's kind of like, all right, why doesn't he use his hands?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
the reason for that, like we kind of already have it, and the reason it actually makes a lot of sense. It's
it would
handy
be
for
amazing if
Well, yeah,
Sanji's
but-
actually really good at hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, it could be also a thing where it's like he just uses that excuse because
Yeah.
like he actually has a different excuse to why he doesn't use his hands, but that's just what he tells everyone.
That's what he tells everybody. Where it's like
Maybe he snapped like 1,000 necks, and he's just like, I'm not about that life no more.
yeah, I believe like it's he actually is really good at hand-to-hand combat. That could be the power that Sanji like.
What
that
if the Vinsmokes killed the Rumbar pirates? That's
I don't think that's the case, man, because they said they were killed by other pirates.
No comment.
Yeah, but wait.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know if I
Somebody
believe that,
remind
but
me
that'd
what
be
happened
crazy,
there.
huh?
No
But that's
comment.
what it's on the flashback. The
Yeah.
pirates attacked them with poison arrows, shit like that.
And then another crew, and then Brooke joined another crew, right?
Some guy wrote that Killer has curly brows under that mask. Like, would it be a different design, or you think like their curlies are different for each other?
You've never seen Killer's face.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Some were still saying that Sanji is his brother.
I think it would be ridiculous if all the Vinsmokes had like the curly eyebrows.
Well, it'd be ridiculous, but what if they have their own style?
It could be just a trait of Sanji, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I feel like they would look stupid.
Like, maybe Sanji, or like, you know how like we had the theory where Sanji's dad had two moms? Maybe the one mom was the one with the curly eyebrows, but the other two brothers don't have curly
Yeah.
eyebrows because they were from a different mom.
Yeah, and then the girl say
Possible.
his eyebrows are shaved. Apparently,
We're going
Yeah.
with the Naruto again?
I don't know why that is.
Like, he doesn't have eyebrows?
Doesn't
Got
have
burned off in
Oh, yeah, he
combat.
doesn't.
Maybe.
I do remember in the I believe Enies Lobby's arc, he was fighting with a knife on some hand-to-hand combat. He wasn't using
Oh, he was
kick
killing
attack.
hell with that thing.
Yeah,
And I'm wondering,
Sanji's pretty good. It's like Sanji is really good at hand-to-hand, I believe.
Because I'm wondering, is that a Vince Smoke move? Like
The thing is-
knife? Like, is
That was
it?
more cutting. That was
I
obviously
just
like,
thought of
Yeah,
something.
because I'm wondering if it was a Vince Smoke fighting move, or that was just him, Zeph showing him how to cook.
I just thought of
He's a
something.
cook.
Like Sanji is a great chef because he's really good with like knives.
Hmm.
Like, do you think he dedicated his art to like something else so that he doesn't have to kill?
Interesting.
or maybe that's one of the reasons he left. Maybe his brother's interest in being a cook, and his father was like, no way in hell.
I definitely believe
Like
he
you're gonna
killed
be a
her.
mass murderer. You're gonna kill hundreds of people before you die. No, billions.
I believe he killed her already for
One
sure.
thing I
believe
do
he-
find interesting about like how what they called it a family of assassins is that I heard like when people are being critical of One Piece, they say that like there aren't enough bounty hunters in the New World. Like why do people even have bounties in the first place if no one's there to collect them? You know what I mean? But if
you don't know
they're
that
actually-
you
they're
don't
actually
know.
a family of assassins.
You do bring a good point, Fruit. It's been a while since I've seen a bounty hunter since
Well,
the
Yeah,
in
that's
the-
what I'm
the
saying.
filler arc.
Maybe their family are really bounty hunters. That's why they're assassins.
Yeah, that could be true though. Like, look at the fucking what was their name? The Kelly Funk brothers.
Yeah.
I have something that could add to that, but I'll talk about it another time. But the assassin thing is interesting because I believe we've seen some assassins before.
Are you gonna disclose that information, or is that for a theory?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I started researching.
But I watch like multiple reviews. They all say the same thing about Zoro being like he doesn't care about Sanji. I think Zoro's she's just got a tough guy attitude. He's not gonna fucking hug his brother.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he's just trying to be like the reasonable type of person.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Zoro's like, yeah, we got more pressing matters right now,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's like Luffy's the goofy captain, Zoro's the more serious type, and Sanji's like the tactician.
Like this is the same exact situation on Water 7 when Usopp left.
Yeah, same thing, but the difference is that Sanji left on his own, and I don't think if he came back, they'll just take him. He won't have to apologize.
Also, with like all of the parallels that we're seeing, like everyone's saying that the Big Mom rescue is going to be like other rescue arc. I wonder if someone else is going to leave the crew because, like, you know how like Usopp left the crew on his own, and then Sanji or Nico Robin got captured.
Yeah. Did
So I
you see
wonder if
the
someone else is going to leave the crew now.
Did you notice the pairings that are flaring up in this chapter? Some people were going a long time ago, Zoro x Nami, because in the anime you kind of see them like correlate with one another, like they argue like fucking as if they're boyfriend and girlfriend, and then you got
I
Sanji
feel
and
like
Nami.
Nami was super worried about Sanji. That's what I get.
Yeah.
I
Nah,
didn't get Zoro Nami.
I think that
No,
Zoro's gonna
it's
end
like
up.
the way those two like bicker with each other. They're like married couples.
Nah, that's the first time I saw Zoro like real. It's like Nami normally like trumps all the guys, and Zoro's like going back at her. Like, shut up. What are you talking about?
And then you have like the fucking Chopper moment, man. The Chopper with the deer. Like,
Chopper getting stiff.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's like Chopper now. Finally, Chopper's his hormones are probably kicking in.
Hey, shout out to Rogers Base in the chat.
What? The deer
Out
thing?
to Roger.
No, the deer thing. The whole deer thing. It was a mistake. Like he thought he was a deer. It wasn't a deer. It was Tristan.
What?
I remember that theory. I still don't go back on it. Like, I just say it was a heat of the moment. Like I watched the new video. He says it again about the Mick thing about Sam. I'm like, no man, come on. That the first one was a failed video. It wasn't it wasn't a deer girl. It was
Do
a
you think
squirrel.
they split up? Some go to Wano, some
I
go
really
to
hope
Sanji?
not.
No,
Hey,
I think
I don't-
they're going after fucking Sanji.
Yeah,
I
think
don't think all
all.
of them are gonna go. Zoro's like, I don't think Zoro's gonna go.
I think it's
think-
just gonna
I think
be
he
a
is.
giant clusterfuck.
Yo, I've been saying that for months now. Like, I honestly think that they're gonna split a little bit, and like most of them are gonna go to Wano, then others might wait up for Sanji.
I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see Sora and Wano.
Like, think about it. Think maybe Brook and Nami can go with Brook and
Luffy.
Nami. Yeah,
I think
Brook, Nami, and Luffy maybe can go get Sanji, and the rest
And some
can
Minks can
follow.
go as well. Some
Yeah,
Minks can
they
go
can,
as
and they
well.
can lead them to Wano.
You know, King Ramon, Kanjuro, and Sora could go to Wano together.
What do you
Yeah,
guys
it's a
think about
lot, you
Peckham
know?
joining the crew?
Who?
I'm gonna have to side with my boy One Piece Nation and be like, why does everyone always think every single character is gonna join the crew?
Yes, every single character can join the crew.
Bartolomeo should join the crew. My
I will say though, I feel like Beckham has more of a reason to join the crew than anyone else, but still, it's kind of just like
Who is that?
Beckham's. He's probably has
Yeah.
the highest chance of joining the crew.
I would like Peckham's in the crew. That'd be cool.
Only thing is, there's already a line. That's the Sunny.
You know that Bartolomeo has one of the strongest devil fruits.
I don't know about that.
Yes, he does. He could block any attack.
Back then you were hard on it, man.
I mean, defensively, it's really formidable, but I don't know.
He could trap anybody in his barriers also, like he did in Dressrosa.
I mean, who is he going up against though?
Smoker versus Bartolomeo.
You were hard on it, bro. Back then you were hard on it, bro.
I don't know. Smoker versus Barto. I probably got Smoker.
Weird.
How? No,
How?
I don't see that. I do not.
You don't think Smoke can get through the barrier?
I don't think he can. No, I don't think anything could get through it. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I think we're kind of overhyping
Well,
Bartolomeo.
Yeah, I was about to say, if there's air in a barrier, then Smoke might be able to get in there too.
Because
No,
what if he
he
fills
will
it
be
with smoke?
trapped. The barriers will trap him. He just be smoked in there.
But what if he goes in the in the barrier and fills it with smoke?
How can he go inside the barrier?
Is he gonna block the whole time?
I don't know. I think Bartolomeo, his
Why are
powers.
we talking about this right now?
Not sure.
Yeah, let's just.
Whatever,
let's
just
talk
continue
about-
on with the conversation.
But they were
Yeah, I
saying
think-
Peckham would be a fair replacement for Sanji.
I don't know about replacement.
I don't agree with that.
Maybe like a temporary replacement. I could see that.
I think Peckham's is gonna quit Big Mom's crew and just be with the Minks or whatever, or travel with the Straw Hats for a while.
I don't know because I think. Do you think Peckham's rejoins Big Mom's crew?
Or what? Well, what about this scenario? Maybe Peckham's goes back to Big Mom. He tells Big Mom what happens, and then Big Mom like tries to punish Capone, and that's what sets off everything in the wedding, where Capone just goes
Whole
nuts and starts.
massacre.
Yeah.
What if he does all this and then Big Mom says, "I don't need no weaklings in my crew," and then kills him?
Who,
Kills
Peckham's?
Peckham?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think some of the Minks are gonna go with him to save Sanji. Like it's been hinted like throughout the
Yeah.
chapter, like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they want to help Sanji. So it's
keep-
like some of the Minks are gonna
Introducing
go.
all these Minks, and like
Yeah.
it's like they're giving them title cards and everything. Like they're not just gonna throw these characters away. So I feel like they're maybe Sicilian and then that
Pedro?
other. Yeah,
And
Sicilian and Pedro. Yeah.
Pedro, Luffy, Nami, and Brook. I think Robin stays on Zoe. And I think Zoro, maybe Law, all those guys go to Wano.
I
'Cause
agree. I
I
agree.
still have a big feeling that there's a poneglyph on Zoe, so you're kind of right about the Robin thing.
Yeah, I think Robin will stay. Hopefully there is a poneglyph or something.
It has to be, right? It has to be.
Yeah,
Yes.
because Seoul is one of the oldest countries or whatever in One Piece universe.
I really like what's his name? Pedro's design though.
Yeah, he looks really cool.
I like Pedro's design.
I'm just waiting for. I'm more excited for the Wano arc because I want to see Zoro his full potential. But this arc is good so far, I guess.
I mean, Sanji's backstory is just super interesting now. Like, I don't. It's like there's so many possibilities at this point.
It
Like,
was
so many
crazy.
things that have happened.
I really thought that Odo's gonna go with the mafia, for the Vince Smoke family, but he must be watching the theories, cause
I'm saying is Oda read the forums. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
he must be. Somebody must be telling him about the theories. He's like, oh, you guys think that's gonna happen? All right, let me change it.
I mean, the fact that he's an assassin from a family of assassins and he managed to escape, it's like I don't think he escaped. Like, you're not escaping assassins,
I don't
bro.
know. The thing about Oda is that he throws you hints about things, and then he just like rips it apart and like goes a completely other direction. He'll
Yeah,
hint you into going one way, and then he'll just like go in a completely another direction. He does that all the time.
It's hard to think that Sanji escaped a family of assassins. Like, bro, like,
Yeah,
how
that's
does
true.
that happen? I mean,
now he could have boarded
unless they
the ship
thought he
or something.
died. Unless they thought he's dead or something.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how you escape that.
Or
And
maybe they trained him just that well.
My mic kept it off this entire time.
where you were talking.
Yes.
What Zoro said, like I agreed with him when he said we have Kaido to worry about, and now we got Big Mom. Like,
But the
it's-
thing is, it's like Luffy kind of started with Big Mom.
yeah,
There's like they're kind of backtracking and taking care of things in order now. Because the whole thing, I remember One Piece Nation sent me this as far as we didn't mention the whole bomb thing.
Yeah, like you did, like I hit me like 2 days ago. We in all these streams discussing the tea party, Big Mom, the wedding. It's been so long since that happened. We all forgot that Big Mom is going to be opening a bomb.
Or
She
maybe
may
she
turn
already
around and
did.
kill Sanji. She may
Or
turn
maybe
around.
she already did because isn't the tea party already over since that was a flashback?
Yeah, there was some foreshadowing to that. It was like I think it was the last chapter when Capone was talking about her. It's like there's two things that Big Mom hates. It's people not showing up to her wedding, or not wedding, her tea parties, and bad sweets. So I think it's foreshadowing that sweets are gonna get fucked up, and that
No,
they're
that
gonna
bomb may
crash.
go off in her face, and she may turn around and be like, you know what, wedding's off.
I
And
don't
you'd be
know. I
like,
think
and
he's gonna
you'd
be
be like,
going
I'm going to kill this guy.
like.
And then I'm going to
okay,
kill Straw Hat.
what do you guys think of the chances all the supernovas meet up at the tea party?
No, all of them, no.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Then you would have all but the Minks, all the Straw Hats, possibly half the Straw Hat, the 11 Supernovas, and their crews, and all the other characters. That's two, man. That'd be an
Not their
overload.
crews. No, not their crews.
No, but
Yeah,
then
you saw the theory
no,
about
but they
Bonnie
went by
being like
themselves.
one part of Big Mom's thing, right?
Dude, we all know that Captain Kidd and the others that were facing Kaido are most likely gravely injured, so I don't think they will
Yeah,
show
they're not
up.
going anywhere for a while.
Or I would say
I don't
if they're
think they're gonna
working,
fight Kaido. Like,
Wait, what if Kaido asked them to join him or something?
Oh, that's like the #1 theory. So
but
He probably
yeah, I was
like,
gonna
were you a Zoan? Oh, you can join me if you're a Zoan. Oh,
yeah, and I was gonna
that's
say
for
like
you.
if X Drake or maybe Yoroj, all those that already interacted with Kaido end up joining Kaido's crew, then I doubt that Big Mom would invite another Yonko's like underlings to her tea party.
no. They're not gonna get invites. Invite. What I'm saying is, Iruj, he seems to be intrigued by the Yonkos. It's like X Drake. He's probably like Kaido's errand boy. Bonnie maybe party. Law, Luffy, Zoro's already there. Capone's gonna be there. I mean, just
And
saying.
technically, Sanji will be. Sanji's a supernova too now.
Not really, but he should be.
He's down to over 100 million.
If the theory comes true, Killer should be there as well. Apu and Hawkins is with him. Just saying.
Wouldn't it be cool to see a full armament hockey X Drake in his mode?
That would be so
I
badass
believe
looking.
I don't know.
I
It's
was
like
waiting for that from Jack, to be honest.
He has
full
a
body
T-Rex.
hockey right now. I'm not feeling it.
He
Honestly.
has the T-Rex mode, right? The T-Rex of fruit.
Yeah, T-Rex.
Yeah, that would be really cool looking though.
I mean,
Yeah. With all this talk about Yoroj, I'm actually curious because we know where X Drake is probably going to fit in the equation.
I think
we
he's
don't
kind
know-
of like errand boy at this point.
We have no idea where Yoroj fits into this whole clusterfuck of supernovas and
Between-
Yonkos.
I'm telling you, Yoroj and Jewelry Bonnie are like the mystery. They only come in for like the plot points. Like she's probably gonna show up for like Big Mom's wedding and all that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, don't you see Rue just like observing that?
Bro, we could definitely see a bunch of
And why
supernovas there.
wouldn't Kaido send Drake to like observe the tea party to see what's going on?
Well, do people know Drake's under Kaido? I don't know.
I think so.
What if
I don't know.
what if the world government captures Bonnie and gets Vegapunk to try to extract her devil fruit or do something to get like an eternal youth shit for everybody in the Marines, like the old people, so they could be back in their prime or something?
I mean, maybe
That's
they
a
did.
stretch, though.
Maybe they
I've
use
heard
it.
that theory a lot too. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that would obviously never happen. If Sengoku or somebody is in their prime, they're
It's
already-
over.
It's over for anybody at the Yoko level. Let's be honest here.
I don't know, man. I don't
So,
know.
so you think the Straw Hat would stand a chance against Prime Sengoku and Garp?
How strong are Prime Sengoku and Garp?
Well, they're both what? They both survived fights with Roger.
Well, okay. The thing is, right
Straw Hats
now,
are beating Roger right now. I think we
Right
can all
now,
agree on
they-
that.
they never
I
beat
don't
Roger.
think that anyone is like any of the supernovas would be good enough. But I think later on, like once all the Yonkos get taken down, I think like the supernovas are going to be stronger than the previous Yonkos.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's just, I mean, Sengoku and Garp, I know they're probably pretty powerful, but it's like,
Garp is stronger
they're
than
gonna get
Akainu, in my
surpassed.
opinion.
Like, they're going to get surpassed. Like, that's just going to happen.
No, they are. I'm talking about if they were turned back, if they were reverted back to their prime, everybody would be dead.
I think Akainu already surpassed Garp and Sengoku.
Well, I think he
prime or
surpassed
current?
maybe Sengoku, but I don't know about Garp. There's a little more to him.
Nah, I think Akainu is after that time skip. I think he got stronger for some reason.
He's too old to get stronger, honestly.
Yeah, but don't you see anime? The older the character is, the more badass they seem to be.
That's really the
The
good
thing is,
character,
it's
not
like,
the
you
bad
gotta
one.
look at these characters, right? And, like, at some point, they peak. Akainu has peaked.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, Akainu's not gonna grow at the same rate that Luffy's gonna grow and all those
Yeah.
other guys. Like, he's already peaked. He should be regressing, honestly.
Yeah, that's probably maybe that's what they're using Bonnie for. Maybe he made himself young. Maybe he could try and make himself younger.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, not everybody in the Marines, but like a select few.
Yeah, if the entire Marines were put it back into their prime, I can only
Yeah.
imagine all the current three admirals.
That's overkill.
Imagine
Yeah.
the three admirals: Sengoku, Garp, Akainu. You couldn't
I don't
stop
think
that.
that power is that. I don't think.
Nothing could stop that. They're
Why
all-
wouldn't everybody go after that? Why wouldn't every crew want that? Why wouldn't Whitebeard go after that?
Whitebeard were probably like, I'm the strongest. I am overconfident.
What
White Beard was overconfident and arrogant. No matter how much I like him, that's undeniable.
like everybody's saying Aokiji, is that his name? Yeah. Um, he joined like Blackbeard's crew or something.
Yeah, kind of. I guess you could kind of say he did.
Like,
He's definitely in his crew.
yeah, for some purpose. Like everybody's like for a secret purpose he joined.
I mean, because Akiji doesn't seem like the type of guy to join Blackbeard's crew to serve Blackbeard. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't seem like that guy, but you never know. I mean, and everybody throws him, as a revolutionary, but
Dude, he should have never left the Marines just because he lost to Akainu for the freaking rear admiral position. He should have never left.
I mean, the thing is with
It's more of a morality thing. Like, I don't think he would be willing to do anything. Akainu would be the kind of guy that would be like, oh, you see this town, there's a criminal, and I kill everybody in the town.
right. It's just like
Akainu would be like, no, and then Akainu would like, then get out of the Navy. That's how that would go.
the direction
It wouldn't
like
last
him
anyway.
see himself serving under someone like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like Aokiji. That's why it's so crazy that he joined Blackbeard, because it's like you basically fought this guy because I guess this direction you wanted to go in different directions, and you basically left for that reason, and you go join Blackbeard. That doesn't make sense.
Have you guys seen Jorge's video? Video?
Yeah, I saw it.
Was
No.
it Buggy one?
Came out with a theory about who he thought Sanji's brothers were gonna be.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty interesting.
I saw Buggy's video, Captain, a theory about Buggy and his future powers. I think
Nice.
Alpha made it. He said that maybe he could use like Shiki's powers, but different. Like he could leave his body parts or something and make things levitate, like the ground and stuff. That would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. But in the Jorge's video, I liked the theory that he put out about the brothers that were shown going against Ace and Luffy in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich Brothers.
It was like just two random characters. They both had blonde hair. One had a hat, like a cowboy hat. The other one had headphones.
And it was the same type of characters from the underworld that he pointed out.
Which in my video that's still uploading, those it's supposed to be like I think that's like one's Cavendish, one's Killer.
You think so?
I don't think so, bro.
How strong do you think
That was
Kobe
stretch.
is after the time skip, since we haven't seen him yet?
One-shotting Kaido.
What was your question? I didn't hear the question.
How strong you think Kobe is now after the time skip?
Oh, Rod, he's Pirate King level. Yeah,
Out
he's
of
so
Vice Admiral.
well.
Since he
Luffy
was
still
trained by
one-shot
Garp.
Probably Vice Admiral level.
How no?
Probably
Probably
low to mid vice admiral.
No.
Maybe.
Still like
Low
30
vice.
times weaker
I
than
think
Luffy.
low vice admiral. That's
Why? What's the point of having him in the story if he's Vice Admiral level?
Cause
I think eventually he'll get to it, but right now,
Yeah, right.
basically
Yeah, but like he has to start catching up eventually. Like he can already use most of the Rokushuki technique or some of the Rokushuki.
I mean,
So
that's
after
fighting
a
Vice
2-year
Admiral.
time skip, he has to gotten way stronger.
Yeah, so I'm saying vice admiral, probably low to mid vice admiral.
Yeah,
I don't think he's stronger than Smoker.
because he has to be Luffy's. He's like Luffy's marine rival or whatever.
I think
supposed-
Yeah, but the thing is if
Smoker.
Kobe isn't
Kobe.
Kobe isn't at least Vice Admiral now, there's no way he's ever catching up to Luffy.
Yeah, he must be a vice admiral.
I heard you, Brago.
I'm just voicing my opinion on that because
Yeah, the way he said that, I was actually convinced until you reminded me of Smoker just then.
I'm saying, like, how is Kobe a rival?
Oh.
I think
Does their rival need to be around your strength level and like actually
Well-
have multiple legitimate fights with you? Like Luffy had no desire to compete with Kobe. Like he could care. Kobe is weak and he could care less about fighting
He can't
Kobe.
recognize Smoker. Like,
yeah,
He
smoke.
always
I got Smoker then.
Like yeah, in Marine War, when he did it, he would wanted to avoid fighting Smoker because he wanted to save Ace and he knew he couldn't win. Like Kobe in Marine War, he was like, "Bring it on, man, bring it, like bring it. I'll run you down."
You should thank
He
Luffy.
sees Smoker, he's like, oh crap, it's Smoker. Like, I gotta be careful. You know, he's gonna kill me, and then all Ace will die. Like,
I think that the next big war arc is hopefully is like better than Marine 4. Like it's even crazier. Like I'm expecting that.
I'm not expecting that for a long time because we kind of need some more adventures.
Yeah.
'Cause,
No.
I don't know, we haven't
Dressrosa.
had enough like actual adventures lately.
Exactly, like Dressrosa was just.
battle.
Yeah.
There's been nothing like Skypiea. Like that's what we need.
I mean, Zoe has kind of been an adventure.
No, they got there. We make it last fast. I mean, I mean like an adventure where they see crazy things, like do crazy things, normal things.
Yeah.
A pirate, like, isn't Luffy's whole purpose?
They're in the new world. They can't have fun adventures anymore. Everything is serious.
Well, then what's the point of Luffy being a pirate?
Exactly. Luffy's dream is to be a pirate king so he'll have freedom, you know?
Like,
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants.
Not free yet, though. You got to give it some time. He's
He
not
has a-
strong enough to be free.
He has the freedom to face strong opponents that could kick his ass.
Wait, is Storm 4 out? Is Storm 4 released?
You know, it comes out in like 2 weeks.
Oh, so I don't know. Somebody just
That's
mentioned
where we
it.
have Xbox One on the 9th.
Those games just get better and better.
Yeah.
Wait, Ty, welcome back, bro. Where you been?
Hey, what's up? How you doing? Good. I've been keeping an eye on your page, but I haven't seen anything. I just seen it, so I'm like, oh, it's not.
Oh, snap. He said you weren't worthy of being in his stream.
you know that's he's being a troll as usual, but
What I was gonna say, know what's funny that I just thought of? Imagine when like Admiral Greenbull comes, right?
Oh God.
Oh,
So
you
it's
mean
like
Bruno?
Admiral. No.
Oh my God, stop
Admiral
it.
Greenbull comes, right?
Oh
And they're
my
like,
God.
it's Kobe. That'd be crazy.
I will run it up.
so
All right.
Kobe comes back
I
and
will eat my straw hat.
I'd rather have Bluno. I'd rather have Bluno.
Hey, Brago.
No,
comes
bro,
back
okay.
and he bites
You guys-
the level.
You guys cannot lie, dude. If that actually happened, the whole entire One Piece community would go nuts.
No.
The only thing with
I
the only
would
thing
be
with
good.
Bruno, I think, is that since he was only there for that one short arc, we don't have
Wait,
that big of a connection.
Bruno
with
would
him.
drop
Our chef, honestly.
Hey,
you gotta drop One Piece.
you guys remember that island that kid was on, and it was all lightning and stuff?
That was your roach.
Yep.
Yeah. What if that was Enel's power just oversurging? That's
Oh
why
my
it made it
God,
like
no,
that.
I would not enter a
I was thinking
over.
that too, but I think he's on
No.
some island that
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what I think that you know how with X Drake went to an island where you know it was basically Kaido's territory, and I thought about it because I just rewatched it. I think Kaido liked it because there was a big chance of him dying because there was always icicles coming down, raining at people. So I'm thinking maybe that Lightning Island was Kaido's territory as well, because there was a big chance of him dying if he went there.
Yes, that makes perfect sense. Suicidal.
Like you were saying, Brago, with Kobe, he should come back as Admiral level. If he is, then
Wait,
because
you
he
say-
has to be a rival to
You say he
Luffy.
should?
Yeah, because I don't know what training he went with Garp. Hopefully, he mastered his hockey and everything, and maybe he could be on Luffy's level.
Yeah, what it?
If Kobe comes back at Luffy's level, I call bullshit.
Nah, yeah.
I have a question. Who do you
Yeah,
think?
one
Who do
side
you
of
think
it.
is better though? Who do you think would be a better trainer, Garp or Rayleigh?
It better
It depends on like what they're training for. Like, I don't know. Garb
All right,
probably
depends.
I would say Rayleigh. Rayleigh's just gonna. Garp is probably going to have more restrictions because of his morality. And Rayleigh could like, I'm a pirate. I will throw you into the
I
ocean.
think
I don't
Rayleigh
care
is
that
a
you're
great
a
trainer
motherfucker.
for
I'll kill you.
I
Garb
think-
would probably be a good trainer for Luffy.
I think
Dude.
you're misunderstanding Garf's character if you think that Garf would care about any of the rules in the Navy.
No, I don't think he would, but I feel like he would care that what's right and wrong.
Yeah,
I think what he's saying is
Rayleigh
that he's not
probably
gonna.
would throw Luffy into the ocean and be like, "Hey, swim. I know you can't swim, but
Yeah,
try.
Rayleigh's like Piccolo. He's like, oh, go
I'm
train
a pirate.
yourself.
I could care less what happens to you, really care."
Okay,
I
let's
don't
say
know.
Kobe is pre-time skip Luffy level. King Kuzen.
I agree. That's a good power. That's a good
I'd say that's a
experiment.
good place. Pre-time skip Luffy, gear
Right.
second.
Yeah, very end of very end of the time skip. Yeah.
No, how about? Yeah, that's
I
good.
think
You know
he's smarter
that?
than that.
You know that?
Considering he got
Will
one-shotted
Tree.
by base form Luffy.
But the thing is, he'd
Well,
be like
maybe he's pre-time skip Zoro level probably.
Dude, that's
Even though I know yeah, say that's close, but
I don't know.
That's pretty much the same thing.
Time skip Luffy with
or Sanji level or something, pre-time skip. One of those.
You know that
that
whale
was
tree that's
something I
on
thought
Zao?
I
Looks
asked
like a
that.
whale. I think that maybe Nekamamushi and they probably cross paths with Whitebeard. That's probably why the tree is based on a whale.
Huh? Wait,
You-
what?
No,
I get it. The movie Dick. I get it.
I'm mad that you were so random just then, but I'm glad because I didn't want to talk about Kobe anymore.
wait, I got something else to say about Kobe before we end it. Like,
Well, some people
like
want the
Kobe.
Kobe shit to stop.
I want Kobe to
Well,
get Aokiji's double fruit in the
All right,
future.
next topic.
Wait, no,
Next
wait,
topic.
But when it's looking like,
Next
I
topic,
think
the
the
boy
next
had to
time,
kill somebody.
wait, they
think
talk
next
about
time-
Kid and Luffy in the comic.
All right, let's talk
You're
about
right.
Kid.
Nothing interesting.
Wait, is Kobe like the most irrelevant character that we talk about a lot?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I think the next time he comes, he's gonna be
If
at
that's
a.
the case, man, if you want to talk about Kobe, bring Jorisha in the stream next time.
Think
Yeah.
about, all right, dude. This is the
I
last
think
thing I'm
the
gonna say about Kobe, dude. The thing about Kobe is, literally, Oda could do any fucking thing he wants with that character. You can
Yeah,
just make
he
him
can.
trash for the
He
rest
can.
of the series, or you could just make him a fucking Yonko level randomly. No, dude.
But I'm saying, if he comes back Admiral level, I call BS, bro. Like, there's no way.
Nah. I don't think he's gonna come back Admiral though. But I think the next time he comes back, he'll be at a formidable level. Like he's
If
gonna.
you can even land a punch on Luffy, I'll call BS.
Yeah, for sure. Like, how did you narrow that gap? Unless you have a devil fruit. Only way. Unless you
the-
get a devil fruit, that's
And it also needs to be a broken devil,
shit.
so like a Marco level broken. And
I actually just thought of a crazy theory. What if Kobe is one of Big Mom's daughters?
yeah.
Hey,
I don't know.
stop disrespecting.
What I like about Kobe, but I give him points for, is that every time we see him, his level increases by a crazy amount. Like he gets.
Go to his height. There, like.
This
Like,
is why
he's-
George is not going to join our stream. Because we're sitting here trashing Kobe.
All right, let's talk about something else. No more.
Great.
Kobe.
So they're talking about Kid and Luffy in the chat.
Oh, Kid and Luffy.
They're saying that what Kid is stronger than Luffy.
Hell no.
Whoa.
Well,
Don't say that lately, but I gotta agree.
well,
I disagree completely.
we keep forgetting that there's more attributes that makes you better. Like there's speed and power and all that. So do we
Intelligence.
think he's physically stronger, or do we think he's altogether a better fighter?
Physically, he probably is stronger, and he
I don't
definitely
think
is smarter
he's
than Luffy.
stronger.
We all know it.
Until we see Kid defeat somebody major like Doflamingo, then I won't say he's stronger than Luffy.
It's hard to say Luffy's stronger than Kid. I
Yeah.
can't say that for sure
That's
because
what I'm
Kid had 2 years in New World Lost
Yeah.
and all. Like he's been through it, man. Like
So he knows what he's doing.
I'm telling you guys
really
right
well.
now, the reason we're not going to Kaido is, the reason we're going to Big Mom is because Luffy's gonna kill Big Mom at the tea party, and then Kid's gonna kill Kaido at
How?
his base.
No.
at this point, I don't think
stop.
Bro had
Do you
clue. I mean,
think
that's
that
why.
Law managed to shambles Nekomamushi's arm back? Because it's all bandaged up. I don't want to think like he lost the arm. I only think it's all bandaged up because we've seen that in One Piece where the guy's arm it's completely bandaged up.
Bro, unless Chopper knows some crazy ass fucking techniques.
No,
Definitely
I'm
saw
talking
that.
about if they kept the arm and they waited for Law to come in and just shambles the arm back in there.
Dude,
I think their arms is gone, and I think his leg is gone because they was kind of strong. I think they wanted to like limit their power a little bit, come down a bit.
Nah,
Yeah,
in the
thing-
chapter it says that his arm is back. He
His
just
arm is back.
yeah, he just says it hurts right now.
There's
Oh,
only a few people that can put their arm back on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like Law could put it back.
There are only a few people. I'm just saying.
Maybe he just has some crazy regenerative powers.
I don't know.
like how we got
What's
to
the Chopper dream to
Wait,
get the
and that's
wolf
something
back
that
out?
Zoro. That's something Zoro mentioned in the chapter that they had crazy regenerative.
yeah.
Bro,
Somebody's mentioned Apu. Do you think Apu can control the Minx?
No.
Nah,
Apu's the
there-
guy with the music stuff.
Wait,
The
what the
will's
hell?
too
Where did that
strong.
come from? What do you mean?
Control the Minx.
nah.
I don't know what that
Why
means.
How
He has
how,
music powers.
how strong you think Apu
Wait,
is?
sound.
I think it's the wicked supernova, honestly.
Why? Wait.
Yeah,
No,
right.
no. He's not weak because I was just looking at the.
I think he's stronger than Bonnie.
Maybe. And that's a maybe.
No, because it's been shown in this chapter that these guys they retain their traits of like the animals they represent. Like most of them. So
What do you
when
mean?
Apu kind of have like, you
But
know,
their will's too strong, though. I would say.
I don't know.
If Luffy has
Well,
a
maybe it has something to do with where the Zoans get their awakened power from, or something like that.
Or
Them, they're like
maybe,
real animals.
or maybe in that case, Brook can control him.
Stop.
Come on, dude.
You
Yeah.
know, wait. People in the
Stop.
chat are making a good point. We're
Brook is-
underestimating
Brook
Kid.
is
I take
finally
back what I
relevant
said.
now.
Kid is stronger than Luffy. I take back what I said.
Oh yeah, when I was looking at Punk Hazard the other day, and I seen when they was trying to form the alliance, and Scratchman Apu came, and he was about to fight him, and he was about to fight, and he was saying that he's been waiting for this, but
I don't think Apu can take Kid. No.
well, yeah, he'll probably lose, but it seemed like he wanted to fight him though, like.
No, I think
Kinda-
Apu's probably one of the toughest people to fight, though.
This guy in the
And,
chat said Law and Kid couldn't handle one pacifista, so he's overrated, but neither could Luffy.
yeah, that was before
Dude,
the time.
Law,
no-
dude,
no-
the entire
nobody-
Straw
only
Hat
person
crew
that-
couldn't handle one pacifista. Forget Law and Kid. An entire crew couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
nobody-
technically, you're the best crew out there, but you're the only crew that has an every single member without having a bounty. You're
Only
the
person
only
that kind
crew
of said
that
the
has that.
pacifista flying was Drake.
Do you think Luffy will need a fifth gear to fight the Yonkos?
I mean,
Nah, I
it's
think
definitely
he
not
needs
Yonko
like
like
10.
that, so...
I think he needs to master his double fruit.
The thing is, Luffy clearly hasn't mastered Gear 4. Like,
Yeah.
listen,
Oh, clearly.
there's no way like he should be bouncing that much. It's like it's clearly disproportioned. He's using too much hockey. He's
Yeah.
It's like when he first used Gear 2nd. Like,
What if he fully masters Gear 4 and there's no
it's not
time
gonna look
limit?
like that.
Like
it's not-
there's no time limit.
It's like you can just look at him and see that it's just everything is just all off. It's like an experiment. It's like, all right, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
try this out. It worked. I just gotta refine this. Like, it's not even close to completion.
Here's a question: when did Luffy find the time to train? Like he does it. So when is he gonna perfect it during
But
battle?
listen. It's like I always say with Gear 2nd, like Luffy's had his fruit for how long before Gear 2nd? I'm sure Luffy was trying things when he wasn't trying things. It's like his body. It's like I'm sure he's like pumping blood before then. It's like, oh, this works. It's like I don't think Gear 2nd is out of nowhere.
you
It's
know
not like
Luffy,
he just got his devil fruit and he just did it.
you know Luffy could train Anzo if they stay there to get stronger than rescue Sanji or something.
I don't know if he has time to train right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
not
I
right
could see maybe like they teach him
Like-
like Electro or something or
Like,
something.
honestly, I made that theory a long time ago, but now that we got the whole Big Mom Kaido thing, that's probably not happening.
Yeah.
I think Luffy has
But
to.
it would be
find a
cool
way-
if they taught him how to make how to do like electric attack. But
Luffy
Oda did
needs to
say
find
he
a way
wanted
to
to keep
manipulate
Luffy rubber.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
Oda
want
said
to
that he
rubber
wanted to
that
keep
well, yeah.
Luffy.
Dude, all I want to see is a Shanks movie or a special because
Oh.
that is my favorite character. One of my favorite characters.
Yeah,
We got
Yeah,
Ashra 2.0 in here. What the hell's going on?
Dude, Shanks is one of the best Yonkos in my opinion.
Shanks, based on what?
Based on he's a badass and saved Luffy's life.
Okay,
Yeah, like-
we don't got time to go through that.
Yeah, Shanks is the weakest Yonko right now. So
All right,
I got him third, but you know.
all right. So if Shanks wasn't in the series, that means there will be no One Piece because Luffy wouldn't exist. Okay.
Yeah, does any of you guys
I
know if
don't-
there's been a full-length trailer for the One Piece movie?
No, I haven't seen one.
I don't
No.
think Shanks is the weakest Yonko.
How do you say that? How do you know Big Mom is that strong? It's stronger
Well,
than
I
Shanks?
think I think Big Mom's is kind of strong, and because like it seems like it's the typical thing to be like she's a girl, so she's fourth, and I don't
It
think
was-
Oda would do that. So I
it
think
was-
she's actually like way up there, like stronger than.
and the fact of the matter is they're all equal anyways.
You saw what Whitebeard class with Shanks. Shanks had
Oh
one
yeah, I was
arm.
gonna say that.
Yeah, Shanks had one arm, and he
Yeah, Shanks
stopped
can be the
Whitebeard.
weakest. but
Bro,
Whitebeard
don't
is
ever
one
bring
of
up the one arm
strongest.
thing in a Shanks discussion. That shit annoys me.
What?
So, with Luffy,
He has one arm.
Yeah, Oda said in SBS that shit doesn't matter with his powers.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
But
affect
the-
him whatsoever.
But the thing is that he still went on Whitebeard's ship and clashed with him for a bit. Like if he
Yeah,
was the
Shanks, I don't
weakest, he
think
wouldn't have been able to do that.
strength because I mean it's like, I mean he's still a beast, but the thing is I think he's probably a bit overrated.
Like
Do you
I know this is gonna sound like a huge stretch, but like we've seen Aokiji with his devil fruit. He can make like limbs. With his frost, maybe somehow Shanks could do that with whatever power he has.
I'm sure he can.
I don't
It's
think
like-
Shanks has a dumb fruit.
We can.
Well,
we
and-
see
Well, I'm
people
just
make
saying, like
things
maybe
out
there's a
of
way to do that
hockey.
with hockey, or I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a stretch.
In all the
We
video
see
games,
people
he's,
make things
he's a
out of
one-arm
hockey.
fighter.
He could probably, like Gerard Williams just said in the chat, he could probably manifest an arm with hockey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like
Like,
an arm and hockey arm.
That'd be hard.
That'd be
Is
cool.
that out of the
That
realm
would
of
be
possibility?
so epic.
You just see like the power.
Do you
Yeah.
think Mihawk is Yonko level?
For sure.
No.
No,
I
because
don't
he
think
did fight with
Yonko
Shanks in the
level
past.
because
For sure. He is definitely Yonko level.
Yeah,
But
because
check this
he
out.
fought.
I don't think he's Yonko level because when at Marineford, he was like,
Yeah.
I want to see the distance between us and that man, trying to say like I want to see the distance between like a Shikubukai and a Yonko. When he made his
I
sword
also-
slash,
Wait.
he didn't even
No,
get
no,
to
no,
do
no.
it
The
because
thing is-
Diamond Jozu came in the way, and Mihawk got kind of
I
mad.
have
He
a
was
counter
upset
for
right
that.
I don't think Whitebeard is Yonko level though.
there. Whitebeard he's a Yonko. He is Yonko level.
No. Whitebeard is stronger than a regular Yonko.
Well, all right.
Oh,
If
no,
he's
no,
stronger
no.
or if he's Yonko level, it's
No,
still
I
seems
agree.
like
Whitebeard
White,
was.
you guys think Whitebeard is a regular Yonko?
No, I think he's
whoa,
stronger
hold
than
on. It
Yonko.
depends though, because at the same time he was kind of old and dying.
I mean, yeah, but still, like nobody viewed Whitebeard as like a regular Yonko. Whitebeard could have become the Pirate King if he wanted to.
No, I know, but I think
You
I think his time passed though, and like he's just like regular Yonko. level.
Wait. How didn't you see how many attacks it took to kill him? Like he's not a regular Yonko.
Well, yeah, but I think Kaido would have done the same exact thing.
I think if he was in his prime, he'll be the strongest one. But I think like him being so old and weak and everything, and everybody else
Weak?
being that.
Bro,
But the thing is,
Kaido fell from a fucking island and bumped it, and he got a headache. You think that 100 gunshots are gonna kill him? Nah, bro.
Everybody else is at like it's like nobody, none of the other Yonkos have a handicap. You know what I mean? It's like
why
they're
are we
like full health
saying-
kind of.
Why are we talking about Kaido and Big Mom? How about Blackbeard? How strong is he now?
Wicked Yonko, in my opinion.
Why?
Yeah, why? He has 2 devil fruits now.
That's the point. I think he's still trying to learn how to use the fruit, and I think, like Luffy, he's still growing.
No.
I believe at the
I think
moment
that's
he's the weakest, but I believe by the time Luffy takes down one of the Yonko, he will be the strongest.
Do
That's
you
my
understand
opinion.
Blackbeard? Blackbeard was a monster before his devil fruits.
Well, nah. It depends. He lost a lot of fights. Like I feel like, or he could have lost a lot of fights if people
He
didn't
only
complain
won
on him.
because of trickery. Like,
No.
take away his little coward attack.
No.
He-
Shanks said it.
Take away his little,
No.
take away his ability to take away your devil fruit abilities, and he would have lost
What
that
did
fight
Shanks
with
say? What did Shanks say about Blackbeard?
Yes, Shanks said that Blackbeard scarred him. The
Yeah,
scar.
he did.
Shanks
We don't
said-
know when that was. He could have done that
I'm
when he
one
was
of
a
the
kid on
people-
Roger's ship, but then again,
Shanks
Blackbeard
clearly
wouldn't be
says
alive.
that I was aware of everything that was going on. He didn't catch me off guard.
No, yeah, I'm one of
Sure.
the people that I agree with that. That like Blackbeard skillfully cut Shanks with skill. He didn't do it
Yeah, but-
in a backstabbing way.
The fact that they're both Yonkos now and all he did was cut him, I don't think that makes him a monster pre-time skip.
No. But the thing, he permanently scarred a Yonko.
Well, he was
Yeah.
on. He was
But
on.
he is a
Whitebeard's
Yonko
ship.
now, so I
I
would
mean,
assume that they would be able to do that.
Right now, exactly. So back then, he was stronger. He was
Well, who
at
said-
least as strong as Shanks, right?
Well, who
Back
said, we don't know when this happened.
No,
like
no.
One Piece
He
Nation
was never
said, so
as
we don't
strong as
know.
Shanks.
So we don't know if Shanks was even a Yonko then.
So back then, he was stronger than Shanks.
Well, no,
No,
let me
no,
make
no.
a quick point here. Can we all agree as like a 20-year-old is stronger than what? 15-year-old most of the time, right?
Yeah.
Roger said, I have a man named Tish on my crew. So that means Blackbeard was already was already a pirate when Shanks was a cabin boy. It could have taken place way back. Like, when Roger was around, for all we know. But
I don't think so.
Then again,
I don't
Roger
know.
may have liked Blackbeard. Then again, I don't see how Blackbeard is
Why are we
still.
trying to find everything in our power to discredit Blackbeard?
No. Like I don't like. I
No,
I
I'm
just
just
don't think
saying,
he's
like-
stronger
No,
than Shanks.
it's no. Hold on, let me talk. It's not like we're trying to put everything in our power to discredit Blackbeard. Oda is like making him look weak throughout this series.
But I
Yeah,
think
but-
that's on purpose, though.
Oh, yeah, but the only thing about that is that we have no reason to believe that he is physically strong. Like, I just believe
exactly.
like he has resilience. He always
He
comes
has
back
tanked
after he
everything.
gets beaten.
Everything he's tanked.
Stop thinking about Devil Fruit, though. Take that away. What is it?
To take, everything is double with his devil fruit.
Oh, but that's not an argument though.
He doesn't need
Well,
it. He doesn't need a devil fruit because
You can't just say take away his devil fruit. What would he be? Then what would like
Yeah.
his
But
ROP?
the thing is, but as I'm saying, like with his devil fruit, everything is doubled. So
I don't know where you're getting those stats from, man, but
dude, he has Jesus Burgess on his crew. He doesn't need a devil. He
Well, when
Yeah, it's a good
when
point.
Ace-
He had Junior Burgess on his crew. We can't be
Burgess
that
is not
strong.
even. Burgess is Frankie level.
I was about to say that's not even an argument right there.
Burgess is Frankie level.
Frankie
That's what
level.
Frankie's gonna fight.
Burgess is like Nani level. Burgess is just nothing to the point.
Like, you guys
Dude, why
talking
are
Burgess.
you
Check this out.
why
When
are you
Blackbeard
discrediting
fought
Burgess? He's that
Realistic
strong
man,
without
bro,
Devil
Bro,
Fruit.
Burgess didn't even get a single hit on Sabo, I don't think.
Luffy could easily
would've
beat
wiped
Burgess.
forward Burgess. I wanted Luffy. like,
Yo, Usopp could snipe that dude easily. One shot.
like Burgess is probably gonna be weaker than Usopp.
You know what I want? I want Usopp to get.
Yeah, alright, that's chill with that one, but
I want Usopp
No,
to get
because,
C
wait,
person bullets.
we think Burgess or Van Argo is stronger?
I think Burgess is probably still like pretty fucking strong. He's probably the strongest out of the original group.
Burgess.
Yeah, but like Brago just said, like with the Van Augur thing, if we assume that Usopp is Van Augur's rival or whatever, then isn't Van Augur stronger than Burgess?
Yeah.
Or is he more skillful?
Yeah.
So
I-
if Usopp has to
Yeah, I
surpass him, then he has to
Well, I think
surpass
it-
Burgess as well.
Yeah, I
I
think
think Burgess
Burgess
fights
is the
Frenchie.
weakest on their crew.
I don't see the hype around Burgess. Like he's done nothing.
There's no
I
hype.
don't see Burgess fighting anybody.
I think Burgess is the weakest on that crew. I think.
Burgess is
I don't go that far, but
Dude, this is what's gonna happen, alright? You're gonna be fighting those out there pirates.
I don't know.
Jesus! What the hell?
What is that?
Yeah, what's that?
Who had the audacity to just do that?
Yeah, are y'all in a car accident?
I think Usopp is underrated because if he fully masters his observation hockey, he could be a real threat to like future.
Well, he is the weakest straw hat.
Yeah, but he could snipe people from long range. They don't gotta see him.
Yeah, he's gonna get better, but I
That's
think
not his purpose in the story to be the weakest member of the crew. I mean, just that.
Yo, could Burgess be the weakest in the crew?
yeah, I think he's the weakest in
I
the
think
crew
he is
because
by far.
the sniper guy is
Because we
pretty
got
skillful.
Pizarro, Katarina Devon, Vasco Shot, San Juan Wolf.
Dude, you know what's gonna happen when they fight with the Lap Air Pirates? They're all gonna straw hat will show up. Luffy gonna turn around,
That
look
other
at Jesus
person?
Burgess,
I think he's probably the weakest in the crew.
loose and Kentucky. One blast to Kentucky. Jesus Burgess will be on the ground dead.
He's
The other
just like
person,
he's the Usopp of Blackbeard's crew, you know? He's just,
I think
you know, he's just Blackbeard's best friend, but that's about it.
yeah, especially the whole thing with him getting caught and he wanted everybody to come there and everything. It's like it showed like a weak character trait. And that other guy, Lafitte, when he went to the Shikibukai meeting, they knew who he was. So like I think everybody else on that crew was stronger than him, even if it's by a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think Burgess is that strong, bro.
But he
Like,
does. He
looking at
did have
everybody else
hockey,
in
and
the crew.
Frankie doesn't have hockey yet. So
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's the matchup. Like,
Nah, I think the matchup would be Luffy Kentucky versus DJ Burgess, where Luffy Kentucky is
I
knocking
don't
out.
know.
Okay,
You
bro.
think, like-
Put it this way, bro. Burgess has gotten shit on as much as Blackbeard has gotten shit on, but you think Blackbeard's the strongest Yonko?
No, I don't. I think
wait,
it's
I-
the weakest.
I'm talking to
I don't
Brago.
think-
I'm
wait,
talking to
wait.
Brago when I say
No,
this.
no.
Blackbeard is not the strongest. What the hell?
You're
I was
joking, right?
playing that.
I don't think Blackbeard is as strong as Yonko at all.
No. But the thing is, the difference between Burgess and Blackbeard, Blackbeard actually scarred a Yonko.
yeah. Well,
And a Yonko warned another Yonko, yo, look out, watch out for this man. Like this man is he's a problem, and they describe him as a sleeping giant or sleeping
yeah,
monster. On
that's
Whitefish.
true. What I think he was trying to say though, he wasn't trying. I think he was trying to say like, Ace shouldn't fight him,
No,
and,
he was,
and watch your back because he might try to take your place too. Like I
No,
don't
the
think
fact that
was
he
scared
went
of him.
into hostile territory to warn this man that, yo, I know Ace is strong and all that. I know he's Fire Fist Ace, whatever, but he's not ready for Blackbeard.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Here's a good question. Do you think if
That's 'cause he don't-
Blackbeard didn't negate his Devil Fruit, do you think he could have won that fight?
Well,
What do you mean?
that fight, I feel like
talking about if you take
they
away
was close to
Blackbeard-
level in that
Like,
fight.
you think that there was
Blackbeard.
no trick, it was just who was stronger in terms of power? Like, if he could, in other words, if Blackbeard couldn't take away the Devil Fruit power.
No, Blackbeard is
think?
obviously very physically strong. Like Ace said, he almost broke his neck.
I don't know, bro. That's like a weird question. It's like saying, yo, do you think
Yeah.
Luffy could have beat Crocodile if he couldn't stretch? It's like, I don't
That's
know.
the thing.
No,
I
I
don't think you could
think
try to
they both
nerf.
still
Like
have
you couldn't.
power. Ace has just always made a fire the entire match.
I feel like even though Blackbeard won, that they was close in strength and that he barely won or he just about won. I don't think it was like a sweep.
Yeah, I wish Oda would let that Toei do like a movie with that entire fight, like show up the
Nah, you know
entire
that's
thing.
gonna come
Because
back.
at the end when you seen the dark power and you seen the fire power, it could have went either way. It just so happened that Ace lost.
I don't know. I don't think Ace really had a chance because, I mean, the whole hockey discussion with Ace.
Oh God.
it's like we still don't know if he had armament or not.
Yes, he did because
Well, we don't know if he had
Oda said
armament, but
every division
he had
commander had
team
hockey.
hockey.
I think the main reason why Ace lost to Blackbeard is because it goes down to like the devil fruit.
Overconfidence.
The devil fruit superiority. Like
Yeah.
basically, you have the darkness and then you have the light.
Yeah.
But Ace's light fruit is it's lower than Kizaru's
The
light
thing
fruit.
is, I understand that, but then when I see what Aokiji did against Akainu, it's kind of like.
Yeah.
What
If
about
you're-
this? What if? Oh, sorry. Continue.
Now I say if you're really strong, like the superiority, that's not gonna matter.
Look at how look at Luffy deliver. Like I like to think Eneru, not Eneru.
Like, that's why I know
Kaido
it's
and Blackbeard have better double fruits than Luffy. Luffy honestly going to surpass both of them one day.
But that's
Wait,
why NL is trash to me. Like he lost the pre-time skip to Luffy.
Wait.
Brago, you're
First of all,
trash.
no, I got
Something is up
I
with
gotta
the
counter
Alchemy.
Thank you.
argument.
Yeah, thank you.
First
Finally,
of all-
somebody agreed.
Y'all kicked out of the Master J fan club.
Wait, go ahead. What you guys got to say about
All
NL?
right, I gotta say,
He garbage.
The
that's
the
why I
only
don't like
reason Enel lost,
Uh-huh.
Luffy's devil fruit, what
Exactly.
is rubber. Is
Yeah,
That's what I'm
couldn't-
saying.
couldn't
That's
armor.
the only
that. And
reason
you
why.
can't overcome that. You're weak as hell. That doesn't
Well,
prove how
no,
bad
no,
of a
no,
fighter
it's-
he is.
It's two sides to that.
Oh my god.
It's the part of it that he was rubber, so his electricity wouldn't work, and it's the part of it that he's rubber, so the punches wasn't really that effective like that.
What I'm
He
saying
was
though,
at a
like, that's-
useless advantage.
But
if
Shanks,
the devil fruit advantage is all it takes to beat you, then you're trash.
Nah, because pre-time
Let's
skip.
fighting a Pidgeot or something like that.
Yo, homie, that's pre-time skip. Nobody had hockey yet, man.
Oh,
So you can't say that. So Crocodile, he lost because of the same reason.
wait. NL is trash. I'm saying like NL, he had hot.
Nah, he's nice though.
Nah, he is not
he had
trash,
forms of
man.
hockey.
How
Matter
strong
of
is
fact, Enel kind of did have
And
hockey.
that was the only
because,
person in the entire series that we've seen just like dodge punches like crazy.
Yeah, he
like,
had observation
he had the
hockey.
best observation
I know,
hockey in the
he didn't
series
have
so
armament.
far.
The best observation, it couldn't be pre-time skip Luffy. That's crazy.
That's observation. It's not an offensive.
Yeah.
Can I make a quick point here?
But I'm
Why you
saying,
trying to, yo.
I want to say something on Eneru. Here's a question for all of you. If you can't adapt to new situation, how are you a good fighter?
It's different if it's your main weakness.
Bro, the reason he can't adapt to the situation is because One Piece isn't a real thing. It's just a plot point that Oda put in so that they can continue.
No,
the
because
story.
Eneru was a terrible villain, and Oda made him too powerful, so he needed
Nah,
to use
the junk
the power
was
of-
really.
Yeah,
I'm
That
with
fight
you on that
was
one.
that was worse than Fairy Tail. I know Fairy Tail
you
fights
think
were better.
NL can ever be top 5 in One Piece?
Who's the
No.
top five?
Nah,
Obviously.
just because of the
Unless
Yonkos.
you're Luffy, he's gonna wreck you.
I don't know.
That was
I mean,
a long fight, and Enel was really powerful. Like his electric powers
on,
was like,
didn't-
off the charts.
Didn't Oda say like an SBS or something that if
Yeah.
NL was like not in Skypiea, he would have like a 300 million berry bounty or something?
He was like 500 million, same as Luffy.
Yeah,
So he
exactly. There you go.
No. So we gonna.
Oh, that would mean NL is as strong as Gear 4 Luffy.
No. Ace was
Whoa,
550.
what do battle powers equal
Ace was
strength?
550. What are we saying now?
Yeah.
What is it, Dragon Ball?
Huh? Ace was 550 million better.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Luffy's about as strong as Ace right now.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Well,
Fruit,
when
you think Ace is as
when
strong as
Luffy went to the Amazon, when Luffy went to the Amazon island, and they say that in Skypiea they call it like Montara, so like Enel did have hockey. They just
Hold on, wait, hold on. Was the bounty for Luffy from after Dressrosa?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's
they
after.
took into account him defeating Doflamingo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so.
But that was the first time they actually all got power. They also all got new bounty for once. I got really sick of only Luffy getting a new bounty. I was getting really annoyed.
You know, the only reason why I don't believe Ace is really that strong is because the way that he fights, like, he gets really confident, but then whenever there's some sort of weakness against him, he gets that face of, like, despair. Like, Luffy
Okay.
doesn't get that, you know? He always bounces back and tries to fight the enemy.
Think about this scenario. What if, I know you guys are all going to disagree with this, but I'm just going to say it anyways. What if Ace actually did beat Blackbeard, but, like, Blackbeard pulled some shit, like, in his fight versus Whitebeard, where he, like, did some, like, crybaby shit, and he, like, turned on Ace after he beat him?
Nah, like if
I can
that
see that
happened,
happening.
Oda would
Ace
show
ain't
it.
stupid enough to fall for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Him and, like,
Ace
Luffy
was
would
already
fall
saying,
for it.
like, don't call me Commander Ace if you don't mean it.
I don't know.
I mean,
Have we officially shut Brago off? Are you done, man? Yeah.
What
Have
we
you
talking-
lost? Have you
Lost
finally
what?
lost?
What
I don't know. You got quiet while we were talking about your favorite character, so I assume
Well,
that
it's like another thing with Ace is that
I was listening. I'm sorry. Who's my favorite character?
it's named after your name on YouTube.
Wait, y'all was stop.
Exactly.
Stop.
Yeah, you can't pretend now, man. You lost.
Lost what? I wasn't listening. What were you guys talking about?
We was talking about how Ace is just not that powerful. There's so many circumstances where he could still be defeated by Blackbeard.
Luffy
So
is
why you
probably
say he's not
just
that
as strong as
Why you
Ace,
say
or
he's not
probably
that
stronger.
strong? I gotta end this in like 5 minutes, but why you say he's not that strong?
Well, I mean, my main reason is just because he doesn't have as strong as a fighting spirit as Luffy.
Why you say that?
Because, like I said earlier, he always has that face of despair whenever he gets cornered. Like Luffy doesn't have that.
What? Luffy had that several times versus Dofi.
I think Ace was like getting by off the fact he was a Logia and just like
Yeah, Ace was like the admiral.
overconfident. Cause like that's kind of how Akainu got to finish him. He was like, you think just because you ate a fire Logia food.
How can we really judge Ace's powers, though? Let's think about this for a second. Okay, we saw Ace fight 4 times throughout the series. He got shit on by Whitebeard, fought Smoker, but
And
like that was like
destroyed
it was like a draw because like
We all know, bro, he could have easily won that fight.
okay, and then the next fight was like okay, he was even with Jinbei. That was like off screen, but we saw he was even with Jinbei. And then after that, he gets destroyed by like the strongest character in the series we've seen so far, Akainu. So like,
Whoa, what did you just say?
okay, sorry. Besides Whitebeard, the second strongest character in the series so far.
Whoa.
I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna say he also got destroyed by Blackbeard. You forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't go to
Oh
ignore
yeah.
that.
Sorry. Yeah.
You pretty much just said Akainu, Whitebeard, and Blackbeard are the 3 strongest characters in the series.
I mean,
in
come
that
on,
order.
yo.
I said Akainu is the second strongest character we've seen fight so far.
Yeah, well,
Well, yeah, okay.
Thing is, we
Akainu-
haven't seen Garp fight. We haven't seen
Yeah.
Okay, we've kind of seen Sengoku fight, and we haven't seen Roger fight. So
Okay,
he's
yeah, you got a point with that. Like we haven't even seen Dragon fight or
Yeah, yeah.
Shanks or so
Thank you.
All right, so what are we talking about
Master
now?
J down? Have we shut Master J down?
What?
So-
Nah.
With the
I'm
Ace
agreeing, dude.
Are you really gonna say out of all the people we've seen fight that Akainu isn't the second strongest?
yeah, like
He
Wait,
definitely.
That guy
Akainu is the second strongest right now? Out of
No,
all
not in
No,
this.
no,
No,
no.
I'm saying out of the people we've seen in a battle.
Is he the second strongest?
Yeah.
As people we can't fight, I guess I'll get that. You're right.
yeah, people we
Who do
see.
we have
You can't include Shanks because we haven't seen him fight with
Wait, who
him.
do we have at 1?
Technically, we saw Roger start a fight.
He has
Nah,
Whitebeard at 1.
Whitebeard at 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the second.
Yeah, exactly.
See, now we all agree.
Now we all
We
agree.
thought Garp fighting him.
I was trying to think. I was saying that Akainu is the second strongest in the entire One Piece, but
Yeah.
I mean, second strongest. Yeah. But I don't think Ace is weak.
Ace is not weak.
We haven't seen enough of Ace to judge him.
Ace is dead.
But we have seen enough character development to show that he has none.
What? How can you say that? We have seen enough character development to show that he has none.
He got fisted by Akainu after he's been hyped up to be like one of the strongest.
Okay,
on
alright, first let me explain the fist thing by
He
Akainu.
was caught off guard.
So, first thing.
Yeah. He was caught from behind, right?
No, listen.
Right?
No, he was caught from behind, but Ace was impelled down. Were they feeding him?
Look,
I've said this before. Like,
No,
he's
that's
as
what
much
his
as
favorite part. Like, when we saw his favorite card, where was it?
look, hey, fire eats oxygen so it can survive. So why can't Ace do
What?
it? as well?
What?
Ace
Science,
was like
yo.
probably at 10% at Marineford. Maybe.
I don't know about all that. That's
Do you think the meta?
Look, dude, you know he held his own against Al-Kaidi. That would mean his 10% is admiral level. That's a
Exactly.
little, I would say
No,
like 50.
no. Because he melted ice?
Because he held his own against an admiral.
Because he melted ice?
So Brago, go ahead and title this stream Everybody Turns Against Brago.
No. That's like
The war
saying
against
that's like
Ace.
saying that because what's his name? The
Uh-huh.
guy from Whitebeard's crew that stopped Mihawk.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's like saying because he stopped Mihawk a slash from Mihawk, he can stop any slash from Mihawk.
What? No, it isn't.
Yes,
I
it is.
know.
You just said because he melted.
No, I'm saying because he
He's admiral.
that was an admiral. The attack doesn't matter. He was able to escape an admiral.
Yeah, but that's the thing too. Like
What?
I don't think
because
Aokiji's
he
double
stopped
fruit is weak
attacking
against Akainu's double fruit.
Do you think that
It might be
Sabo?
weak against Ace's double fruit, but I don't think Aokiji's double
No,
fruit
does
is
that
weak
mean
against
Zoro's Admiral
Akainu's.
level too?
Wait, what?
Does that mean Zoro's Admiral level?
No.
Why
What?
not? Because Zoro broke out of Fujitora's gravity.
Barely. He barely.
No, but he
Dude,
did.
you know I defending it, right?
But
No,
did
because he got crushed first. He got crushed before
no,
he
but
ended
he
up.
broke out of it, did he not?
Wait, he was like 6 feet underground before he even did
Exactly.
that, though.
And he broke out of it and sent Fujitora back, did he not?
Eventually.
I'm just saying, though. Like, we can't
So,
just base
so are you saying that Zoro is on Ace's level because they did the same thing?
How did they do the same thing?
Because you just said, didn't he just Fujitora? Zoro beat out Fujitora. He broke out of his attack, and then didn't the same thing happen with Ace and what was it, Aokiji?
No, the whole argument was that because I said Ace stopped one of Aokiji's attacks, he's Admiral level.
No, I would think I've been saying he is. I'm saying that I was saying that he couldn't be at 10% because it would be ridiculous. You don't never let me say it. But do you realize how strong Ace would be if he could at 10% hold back an out?
If he could 10% melt ice. That's essentially what we're saying.
No,
But this is the same ice that Akainu fought, and Akainu had a hard time melting it.
No. We can't say that. Like the ice that Aokiji used changed the whole landscape.
Dude, I think Ace was at like 50% when he fought Aokiji. Like, I'm on your side.
I disagree.
I'll go with 50. I can take 50, yo.
50%? How?
50% can make a huge difference, dude.
I think
30%.
something happened, and Ace got a friendship power up to full health.
I'm saying, how is Ace at 50% if he got beat by Blackbeard? I sent him down. Probably wasn't fed.
You know, it doesn't matter, Brago. Don't you gotta leave? You said 5 minutes.
I
It's
do,
been like
but
10 minutes
I'm
now.
just making my point because
The same reason Luffy was able to survive the hit from being able to survive this battle. The same reason. Plot.
He does have a point, though. He's just trying to say that if Ace was at 10%, that's like saying Shanks was at 10% when he stopped Kaido. Like, come on.
It'd be like, what?
Yes.
Like,
what are you talking about right now? Wait, we're Shanks down too?
the difference between 10% and 100% is too big to say things like that. And you're stopping an admiral
Yeah,
at
he's saying
10%,
he had to
you're
be
stronger than Roger. I'm sorry.
What was Rayleigh at?
At least like 70.
When you fought out,
Yeah. He had to have been.
Yeah.
If
Old
you're at
age didn't
10%,
take up
you
that
fight
much.
admiral, you're like, I don't even know, maybe
Maybe
No,
he can't do
maybe
no, alright. I'm in this
Maybe he
agreement.
can't
But
do his
previously
ultimate
discussed
attack.
10 times Roger, probably like that. You know how overpowered that Ace would have been? By that logic, 100% Ace should be stronger than Whitebeard.
Preach, brother, preach.
That makes no sense. That makes he melted ice. He melted ice. We just talked about superiority. We just talked about that.
But remember when remember Akainu got mad that Aokiji put ice everywhere, and then Kizaru was like, "Oh, just melt it," and like Akainu got kind of mad. I don't think Aokiji ice is that easy to melt.
And do you think that Aokiji's ice power?
Oh my god.
Okay, this is ridiculous. Do you think that Aokiji's ice devil fruit is on the superiority level? Is it more of towards Ace's flame fruit, or is it
Yeah.
Akainu's magma fruit?
More towards Akainu.
I think it's more weaker than I think it's weak against Aces, but not weak against Akainu's. That's how they was able to fight for so long.
Exactly.
And I think that's why Kizaru made that smart remark about oh, why don't you just melt it? Because I'm pretty sure if Akainu could have just melted his ice, he
You're
would have
saying his
melted.
devil fruit is weaker towards Ace fruit, right?
No.
Yeah. It's weaker to Ace fruit because that's directly
Weaker
fire.
towards fire, right?
Yeah.
But you said that it's
The fact
weaker
that
towards
Ace-
fire.
The fact that fire melted ice isn't
No,
that.
but what Taekwon just said didn't make sense. You said that it's weaker towards fire, but it's not weaker towards magma. But magma on the superiority scale is higher.
No,
And
like I get what you're saying, but it seems like that's the way that Oda did it because we never seen like Akainu he couldn't melt his ice. He couldn't melt his ice with ease with his power.
I'm saying we don't know what type of this attack that Aokiji used. Like we don't know the extent of like Aokiji's powers.
And
But
even at
Aokiji
fight,
could
like
have
there's
different
no way
ice
that
attacks.
it's no way that they could have fought for that many days if Aokiji had some type of weakness against him.
I feel like we're not mad against each other, y'all. We're mad against Oda because he's not making any sense.
I feel like Theory 2 has been typing in caps all day today.
Like I feel like
Gerard Williams said, maybe Aokiji has a sub-zero or below zero attack.
if it's two type of, all right, say like if, all right, like say if it's like, all right, let me see how I can say this. Like, all right, Aokiji fruit is weak against fire. Well, matter of fact, like let me say it this way. All right, Aokiji fruit is not weak against Akainu's fruit, but I think that when the ice hits Akainu, it does like half the damage or something like that. But I don't think Akainu attacks do double the damage on him. I think it's something like that.
This is a crazy conversation, man. We pulling out like some stats and stuff. Like what?
We don't like having like a debate, like
I can understand him having an ice resistance because he's.
What I'm saying is, it wasn't. I don't think that's that impressive.
Yeah.
Ice.
I agree with you. I agree that Ace is not that impressive.
No, I think that him melting ice isn't that impressive.
Do you think that Sabo's gonna awaken the Mera no Mi?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that he gonna kill Akainu? That's what I think.
Well, I don't know if he could kill Akainu because the Ace's fruit is weak against Akainu's fruit.
But if he awakens it, maybe he can make white fire. I love that theory. The one they can make will create like white fire, like the hottest fire ever.
Fire is the hottest.
I thought white fire was the hottest.
White fire is the hottest.
Yeah, it's red, white. It's red, blue, and then white.
Yeah, that's Avatar, and that's the thing with your head, man.
What? No, that's actually true.
No, blue fire being the strongest. Some people say blue fire is the strongest because of Blue in Avatar.
What are you guys talking about?
I know what he's talking about.
Like Sabo, if he awakens his devil fruit.
The point is that white fire is actually hotter. So.
Alright, on that note, I gotta go.
Alright.
I thought you was like, okay,
closing remarks. Brago lost today. The stream has turned against him. Master J will reign again.
Wait. I disputed all your points.
That never happened. But you have to go though, so it doesn't even matter.
You know what? The next stream is gonna be called Ace versus Aokiji. Was it that impressive?
All right, we'll talk about that.
Wait, Drake versus Aokiji?
We can do a whole stream with how strong
Ace versus
I'm
Aokiji.
up for that any day.
What?
Like, I will join a stream with how strong is Ace. I will do
I
that.
feel like Ace is admiral level though. Like I'll give him that.
I don't know. I don't know if I go that far.
Ace is captain level.
Ace is Kobe level.
Stop.
He's Kobe level.
Ace,
I agree.
Nah, you guys are disrespectful. That's just disrespectful. Kobe level?
Is Buggy or Nami level? There.
Brago D. Kobe.
Wait. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. I don't know. I'm gonna have a stream tomorrow, probably tomorrow night. So
Tomorrow night, cool.
About Ace, right?
yeah, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this, and
Yeah,
I hope you guys bring
about
facts.
admiral level Ace.
Because there wasn't a lot of facts brought to the table today.
Well,
I
I know
will
what
bring my
I'm
facts
doing
tomorrow
tomorrow
night.
night.
I got the facts.
Is there what?
Research. I'm gonna be researching all day of how to prove Ace is
All right, I'm gonna bring the research. I'll bring the facts. All right. Nah, seriously, I appreciate you guys coming through, man. Sorry, I got to cut this short, but
All right.
Yeah, please.
I'll catch all you guys later. And I'm sorry, people in the chat. I didn't get to respond to you guys. That was lit, though, and I appreciate you guys. I don't know what's going on.
Dag.
Alright, man. I don't know who's getting beat, but we gotta get a community guideline strike for it. But alright, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.
All right.
Ace is a loser.
This guy.
Okay, I'm gonna end the stream before